Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to H World News. In a dramatic turn of events, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella testified in a Washington, D.C. courtroom as part of a landmark antitrust trial against Google's parent company, Alphabet. The trial, which has been ongoing for several weeks, centers on allegations that Google has abused its dominant position in the search engine market to stifle competition and innovation, much like Microsoft faced in the late 1990s. Nadella's testimony took aim at what he described as Google's unfair tactics that led to its dominance as a search engine. He argued that Google's success was in large part due to agreements that made it the default browser on smartphones and computers, leaving little room for competitors like Microsoft's Bing to thrive. This assertion underscores a critical issue in the antitrust case, whether Google's practices have indeed hindered fair competition in the search engine industry. One significant point of contention during Nadella's testimony was the role of artificial intelligence and niche search engines like Amazon. Nadella downplayed their impact, suggesting that they haven't fundamentally changed the market dynamics in which Microsoft competes with Google. This perspective is in contrast to Google's argument that AI, such as its chatbot ChatGPT, has intensified competition in the search engine sector. A central argument in the trial is the question of user choice. Nadella emphasized that users often have limited options to switch from default web browsers on their devices, highlighting that Microsoft's Bing is merely an alternative, not the default choice. This point underscores the challenge faced by competitors when dealing with the dominance of default settings in the digital ecosystem. The trial's historical context is noteworthy. Microsoft itself faced accusations of anti-competitive practices in the 1990s, and it's a curious twist of fate that the distractions and constraints imposed by that antitrust case helped Google rise to its dominant position. Now, Microsoft, under Nadella's leadership, has poured billions into challenging Google with Bing and other efforts but still remains a distant second in the search engine market. Nadella's testimony serves as a reminder that the battle for dominance in the tech industry is fierce, and allegations of unfair practices can have far-reaching implications. As the trial continues, the outcome will shape the landscape of the digital world, potentially influencing how companies like Google wield their power and whether fair competition can thrive in the ever-evolving tech sector. We'll be keeping a close eye on this landmark antitrust trial, which is expected to extend into the coming year. Remember to like and subscribe if you would like to hear more news stories like this.